Okie dokie, so here we are on the Debian. We're on the main system, and as you can see, Debian 11 bullseye x86 underscore 64 on the Precision T1700. It's a Dell machine with a 4th generation i7 3.9 gigahertz 4-core 8-thread CPU, and the GeForce GTX 1050 Ti 4GB graphics card. We've got 20 gigs of DDR3 RAM. Okay, so this is what we're on, this is what we've got. Okay, now then, we are a week away from Bookworm, Debian Bookworm, actually hitting the streets running, right? 10th of April. It's currently the 2nd, so it's a week tomorrow, right? So I figured, you know, I've jumped the gun. We've got the release candidate 3 for the installer is already out, so the repos are actually already, I think, active. If they're not, what I'm about to do will completely hose my system. But the thing of it is, I've already got a Debian install, as you see, and it's already got all my software. It's got my Steam, it's got everything set up as I want, and I've got far too much crap on here to just stick onto an external drive or stick onto memory sticks, whatever. Even though I have basically chucked everything onto a variety of memory sticks, but nothing's saved in any particular coherent order. So what I'm going to do is, a week in advance, I'm going to update this system to Bookworm. Now, there is a location on the Debian wiki on how to do an upgrade, https://wiki.debian.org/Debian, capital D, upgrade, capital U. It will take you there. If not, copy it from here. And it says how to release, upgrade your distribution. Upgrading from one stable release to the next is done by following the release notes for your architecture. For most users, this means the release notes for AMD 64. So basically, depending on what kind of an install you've got. If you're on AMD 64, it's like this. If it's for anything else, follow those ones. But essentially, what you do is update your system, change the package sources, and it says if you're migrating to Bookworm or later, a new repo for non-free firmware is available. Now, I'd forgotten about this when I was doing my MX23 alpha and beta videos, and Dolphin put me right, and then sort of like, don't! I'd already bookmarked this page and it told me about that. So anyway, and then you clean and update your package list, so you apt-get clean, apt-get update, and then you do an upgrade and a full upgrade. And then you do apt-get auto remove, and then reboot to make changes effective. Optional but recommended. So won't be doing that in the video, obviously. I'll stop the video and then start it again afterwards. So we've got all this stuff. This is how to do it. So I basically copied that to a little text file just here. And now you are going to watch me hose my system. I'm not going to do it on sudo because I have a root account as well, so I'm going to do it like that, if you don't mind. So I'm going to drop to root. Okay, so let's apt-get update. Alright, and then apt-get upgrade. Why does it give both? I've got to copy it anyway. As you see, it says apt-get upgrade and apt-get full upgrade. So let's do this one first. Just the upgrade. Hopefully it's not upgrading my simple screen recorder. Shouldn't be. But it might do when we're swapping repos, basically swapping our package sources. LibSSL, well, there's a LibreOffice stuff. So this is all basically the GNU side of things. This is the applications that run on the GNU packages. that depend on Linux to coordinate everything. Okay, so now we're going to do, we've done that, apt-get update, we've done apt-get upgrade, let's apt-get full upgrade. Ooh, so that's hyphenated as well, okay. Yeah, nothing, okay, right. So now in a text editor, replace the code name of your release. Yeah, ensure all backups are up to date. In other words, back up your software if that's the thing you do, like with the, the backup software like you get with Linux Mint and so forth, things like that. I don't do that. I just save the files I want to keep externally. Okay, so in a text editor, replace the code name of your release with that of the next release in apt package sources. Okay, for instance, the line deb https deb.debian.org.debian bus domain should be replaced with blah blah. This says Bullseye. Now I'm on Bullseye, so mine will be changing to Bookworm. So nano etsy apt sources.list and also sources list D. So I'm going to straight copy that. We're already under root, so I don't need sudo, so I just paste that there. Okay, and that'll take us into Nano, which is our little text editor. Okay, now these are all hashed out, so they can stay hashed out. Basically what I'm going to be changing here is where it says Bullseye, I'll change it to Bookworm. I guess Bookworm security, Bookworm updates, and then I'll also add where is it new repo for non-free, which will be this one, deb.debian.org blah 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 blah, for the firmware. Yeah, okay, I'll change it to that one. Okay, so where it says Bullseye here, I'm going to change it to Bookworm, and this is where I hose the system. And then when we've done all this and we've actually got to the point of rebooting, we'll have another look at the old NeoFetch and see if it tells us we're in Bookworm, eh? Hopefully it says we are. I just couldn't wait. The thing is, not Bookworm. The thing is, I'm definitely going to be on Bookworm anyway at some point, so even if I hose this, it doesn't matter, I'll just do a fresh install. This is the beauty of Linux, is you're free to do such things as and when you blooming like. Try doing this on Windows and see how they like it. So now I'm going to add a new one. So I need this, don't I? Deb https. Now that's got HTTP. Huh. Yeah. I wonder if they should be HTTPS. Well, no, these came in on my install anyway, so I'm just going to go with those. If we have a problem, I'll change them to HTTPS, but they're the ones I've been upgrading on all this time so far anyway. And as you see, they came in on the 11.6 build of Bullseye, 2022-12-17, basically middle of December last year. Okay, so let's add that. Copy that. Paste that. So there we go, Bookworm main contrib non-free firmware. So that's cool. Clean and update the package list. So first off, I've got to write that out, which is Control and O. As you see, to write out, which is nano speak for save. Save that. No. Cancel that. What did I just do? I'm in the wrong thing. I did that from here rather than here. What an idiot. Now I can do it. Right, at the apt sources list. Boom. Written that. Now close it. Okay, now we have to clean and update the package list. Oh, we can exit that now. Okay, so now we apt-get clean and then apt-get update. That's where it's all going to go wrong. Apt-get clean. Alright, apt-get update. Alright. As you see, we're looking at Bookworm sources now rather than all the other stuff. Alright. Right, now what's this telling us? Configured multiple times. Okay. Okay, alright. Well, let's have a look in Nano again then. That was because... What? This is just sources list. Oh, that's one of two. So how do we go to the next one? Is there a next? Wait, what's on about one of two? So how do we go to the next one? Let's see. No. Alright. Close that one. And there's sources list D, which is nothing. Okay, so that was open. Alright. Well, okay, well, alright, let's go apt-get upgrade. Oh well, I'm following their instructions. Grab those. As you see, we're updating from Bookworm. It might just be that I was unprepared to see that, whatever that was. Okay. Unless it was something to do with the fact that I've got the 32-bit architecture enabled as well as the 64-bit, which I needed for my Steam. Okay, and then I have to do another apt-get full upgrade, don't I? And then the auto remove. Alright. Blah blah blah. Plan to deprecate and remove group homes and letter homes. Blah blah blah. Plan to deprecate and remove the quota user configuration option. Been some changes to disabled password and disabled login documented in add user, blah 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 blah. Okay. Come on in. System D. Alright. Just a little bit of a word of warning, I guess. Okay. We are updating. Hopefully this is still recording. It'll be just interesting to see if I've hosed my system. Come on. Also, yeah, make a note of the time and the date as you see it. So we're 2nd of June, 9:06:16 or thereabouts, okay? Because when we reboot, if it does reboot and we pick up the video, you'll be able to see that I haven't spent a whole wodge of time in between basically doing a reinstall. This is the first time I've ever attempted to do this, so yeah, I'll be as surprised as you if it works. And when you get an error message beginning with a W, it just generally means warning. It's just basically letting you know. It shouldn't be a problem. I think it's just a simple fact that what we're doing is swapping the repos basically and telling it it's a later version of Debian than it absolutely is. Okay, new versions of config files, etc. XFCE4 clipman actions and so forth. Initial file system tools. Okay, auto build hash, a spell, yeah, dictionary files. Okay, warning, no ZSTD in user bin, :/s bin, :/bin using gzip. Good. Okay, use gzip. Okay, so next thing to do. So the last command was apt-get upgrade, and we need to do apt-get full upgrade now. Boom, chakalak. If it all goes pear-shaped from here on in, it's been nice knowing you. All right, I'll see you on one of my laptops. Go. Whoa, do you want to continue? Yes, let's do this thing. Alright, so then after that, all we've got to do is remove packages that are not required anymore. Be sure to review this list. You may want to keep some of them. So I'll do the apt-get auto remove, and then I'll stop the video, and then I'll reboot, and then hopefully it will reboot, and then I'll start the video again, and we'll do the, we'll just basically check the neofetch. And see what it tells us about the operating system we're using. It should just tell us we're on Debian Bookworm, and if we are, we're a week early. I wonder what it will be auto-removing. If it's auto-removing like Ada architecture, i386 and all the Steam stuff, I'll be gutted. Because the whole purpose of doing this update was so that I wouldn't have to do a fresh install and reinstall my Steam and reinstall all the games. Because they're things that I haven't backed up. Because they have worked backing them up before, but the last couple of times I tried it didn't work, or it would be picky and choosy which ones it would recognise as being there when it came to installing my Steam again. Ah, no, did you see it was doing the i386 stuff there as well? So, looks like we're keeping that 32-bit architecture there. So maybe me Steam stuff is safe. It's safe. It was 1.5 gigs. Oh well, thereabouts. Actually, it's more like a 1.25, isn't it? 1.25 gigs of full upgrade. We should be on a different version of XFCE, yes, because as you see, there's all these XF window manager stuff. We should be on XFCE 4.18 rather than 4.16 that we were on when we reboot. Boom, right, and a cron up list changes, news, blum blum blum. Thanks for this. Well, what's it say about NVIDIA graphics drivers? It's the unstable ones. I wasn't using those. I wasn't using the experimental ones. I wasn't using OpenSSH. Come on in. Enough. Right, Q to quit that. libc services installed on your system need to be restarted when certain libraries such as libpam, libc, libssl are upgraded. Since these restarts may cause interruptions of service for the system, you will normally be prompted on each upgrade for the list of services you wish to restart. You can choose this option to avoid being prompted without asking yes please. Go to it. So now it's like automated Slackware install. So we're on version 4.7.4 of LibreOffice now. Probably later in there, it's just like that's their file code. OBS Studio has been updated. See, the thing that I was really worried about was it was going to update my simple screen recorder while I'm using it. I don't know how well that's going to actually work, but I understand that the software is running in memory rather than its state on the drive, so it shouldn't be a problem. Okay. Really nervous about all this. But as I've said, if it does all go wrong, I'll boot a live system, grab this video file, and continue the work on the laptop, because I have backed up all my music which I've saved and so forth. Films I've downloaded. Yeah. Okay. I was going up to 210.34 over 210.22 for. Not a major leap, is it? All right. It doesn't seem so long since Inkscape went to 1.0. It was on the 0.9s for the longest time, good 10 years. What are we saying? 32-bit NVIDIA driver required. This computer appears to be using blah 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 blah. Steam also install the libraries listed as recommends. Okay. Right, what I might have to do is do NVIDIA detect and then install the NVIDIA driver from there when we reboot. certainly that will be something that would be much improved by doing a reboot. Firefox ESR is going up to 102, but Firefox ESR always updates anyway. It's called security. You really just don't realise how much you've actually got installed, because when you do an install and then when the next version comes out you just wipe and, you know, what is it, you firebomb and then reinstall. You don't realise all the different parts that are there. Now when you go from one version up to the next, as we're doing here, they all get replaced and you just don't realise how much has to be replaced. Okay, so we're not downloading, we're not installing, we're setting it all up now. Should be working when we reboot. As it says there, a reboot was required. Did you see that in the text? VM Linux is old, now a symlink to the boot is blah 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 blah. It's just basically saying what the boot manager is pointing to is no longer there because we've changed it to the Bookworm one rather than the Bullseye one. Okay, removing obsolete config files, updating libraries, installing new versions of AppArmor configs. Okay. Setting up cups. Wow, there's loads of old kernels to get rid of. I haven't been deleting old kernels. I saw them just scroll by all the Linux image stuff up here. Old kernels. Alright, mismatching NVIDIA kernel module loaded. Yeah, the easy way to fix this is to reboot the machine, which is exactly what we're going to do, so that's okay. Alright. Yeah, and it's building the new NVIDIA 4510, which is the old kernel, to 6.1, which is the new kernel. These are all long-term support kernels as well, so they're really the only kernels you should ever use because they're safer. They're not subject to breakage. Fewer blobs, basically. What's this there? Ha! Steam's got a new icon for the moment. Okay. Yeah, so this is all driver stuff. If you're running the Nouveau driver, you won't see any of this. Okay, okay. More setting up. Oh, it's telling us we're connected. Well, hope we are. Okay, you can go away now. Thank you. Alright, so now what's the last command we ran? apt-get full upgrade. So now we want to do apt-get auto remove. Just to clear some space. Okay. Right, yeah, continue. Go for it. So they were basically the same warnings that we had originally, saying we've got duplicate with this, duplicate that, etc. Well, okay. I just hope. Are we done now? Okay, so look, I'm going to stop the video now. Hope to God it's all good. In fact, I might just save it while I'm here. And I hope to see you in the twinkling of an eye. But what I'm going to do is I'll then do this shutdown -r space now after I've clicked us off. So see you in a bit. Okay, well, it wouldn't do the shutdown thing, so I closed the terminal, closed out of root, etc, 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 and I shut down using the normal shutdown from up here. Rebooted back in, different grub screen, a little bit low res, doesn't really matter. Definitely different theming. As you see, now we've got different folder icons and so forth. Things are looking like they're looking. Let's open the terminal, see what it tells us we've got. Okay, we're now on GNU Linux 12 Bookworm using 6109 kernel, XFCE 418, and we're damn good. Ha! I'll take it. Well, it looks like it worked. Again, all those lines that were with the W were basically saying warning, 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 we've got to change your file because you're reverting to a later version and we're currently running the older version. We need to do a reboot to boot back into that one. Auto remove got rid of the old ones. And here we are on Bookworm. I just hope my Steam's going to work. So let's try it, because there's the icon for it. Let's have a look at this properties ER. Can we change the icon here? Edit the currently selected icon, blah blah blah, yeah. Icon, that one, don't want that. Is there not a Steam one? Well, we've got these ones, but they're no good. They're for the games. Alright, we'll cancel that. We'll just go with it for the minute. See if it launches or if it tries to do an update for Steam. I've already checked. Oh yeah, that's why. It'll probably bring in a new. There you go, icon's updated. I've already checked that the NVIDIA system is going, and it certainly is. So we're absolutely cool. So we have just updated from Bullseye to Bookworm a week early. Things have changed around here. The font's different there, got different icons. Okay, well, seems to be working so far. Cool. We're on the Bookworm, and look, we've got loads of downloads for this bugger now. Yeah, okay, it's just little bits, I guess. I'd forgotten I even had that installed. Wow. Yeah, kiddie, innit? I'm going to end the video here. We've done the upgrade. Congrats to us. Like I say, 9 times out of 10 you're probably better off just waiting for a fresh install media and just installing. But, you know, I saw that you could do it this way and I thought I'd give it a crack. So, thanks very much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one, whenever I decide to do one. You be good now. Bye bye.